I know you're out there somewhere. Yeah, still a guppy. Anyway, morning. And yeah, smoking the Niagara Falls pipe today. I haven't smoked it in a while, but I think it shined up rather nice with the guitar wax that I put on it the other day. So yeah, and in it, on the recommendation of Smarty Bob, and Smarty Bob is one hell of a recommendation because I'm enjoying my second bowl of the day. And I usually have about two bowls when I dig into this, but the Country Squire second breakfast, very good stuff, very good stuff. And I don't know if you know those, what were they? Little Debbie fudge brownies, with like the pecan nuts on top or something. That's what this stuff smells like to me. Maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm not, but that's what I get out of it, and I'm really enjoying it. Now down to brass tacks. Uh, this is a VR for Spencer over at the Pipe Shed, and I believe his question was there a teacher or a mentor, someone you looked up to or that inspired you when you were younger? And well, yes, there was. And I didn't have to think very long, kind of crazy. But my sixth grade teacher, Mr. Tom McCall, and he inspired me to read, and truly, truly did. Reading wasn't for me, and I learned to read when I was probably 4 or 5 years old. Really, I picked it up pretty quickly. Too bad I can't talk as good as someone writes, however. But he inspired me in my sixth grade year. He would give away, I can't remember what he gave us, but it was a pretty big gift for the person in his class that could read the most books, and you had to keep track, and you had to read them. And the cool thing was he gave us about 45 minutes every day to read books. So um, he loved reading himself, so it really inspired me, and I think that's I sucked at math my whole life. I sucked at science. I sucked at you name it. I was always looking out the window that way. I just wanted to be gone. But when it came to reading and English and spelling, I kind of excelled at that, and I think it was due to him. So, and by the way, I'm just started this book. It's by Jack Hargreaves. Believe I pronounced it right. It's called Out of Town: A Life Relived on Television. That was a recommendation by Dale Piper. And Dale, I'm about 15 pages in, my friend, and so far so good. And I'd just like to say to Mr. McCollum, who I'm sure has probably passed away by now, you're the reason that you know on my Thrifts Books account, I've got free points to get a free book, and I get one quite often because it says my category is bookworm. So I read quite a bit of books, and we're gonna get into some old books as I promised. But anyway, back to Spencer's VR. I got sidetracked there. It must be the second breakfast I'm having the second time today. But yeah, it was Mr. McCall. He inspired me to read, and that year I think I read. I'm pretty sure on the number. I read 165 books. I even went to the library. I think about halfway through reading the 165 books at our school, and I wanted to check out A Tale of Two Cities. And my the librarian went, "What? Huh?" And all the other guys in my class were checking out books on Sports Illustrated or whatever they could get magazine wise that had a lot of pictures, of some crazy stuff or but I wanted to read A Tale of Two Cities, and I did. I read the whole thing. That was one of my 165 books. So I didn't understand a lot of it. I'll be honest with you. Some of the words were kind of big, but I got through it, and I got marked down as one of my books. And the thing about if you're reading the books, you had to once you took it up and showed him that you'd read the book, you had to describe a little bit about the book. And I don't know if he ever checked up on it, but he was pretty savvy, so he might have. But he was a wonderful teacher. My sixth grade year was a great year in school because after that, yeah, the guppy thing again. Anyway, this video's rattled on here for about 6.5 minutes. So, um, that being said, yes, and then I won the prize at the end of the year. If you're wondering, too bad I can't remember what it was, but I read 165 books my sixth grade year, and the person I looked up to was Mr. Tom McCall, my sixth grade teacher, and yeah, like I said, I'm sure he was probably in his 40s. he could be still alive, but he'd be pretty old. And Mr. McCall, if you happen to be alive and you're watching, thank you, my friend. And thank you, Spencer, for letting me in your GAW. It looks like it's going well so far. And I noticed your dad was in it. What? No, I'm kidding. I don't care. And in fact, if I win, I may just pay this thing forward. So, and with a tip of, well, a new haberdashery I picked up over the weekend. And a bid you luego, and we'll catch you in the next one. Don't forget to shake them jars.